Hi everybody, welcome back to my thrifting video that I filmed in Mount Dora, Florida. This is part 2. So if you didn't see part 1, please go back and watch the first video to see the first 2 places that I went to, which were Renninger's, which I don't think I'll ever go back to Renninger's after what I saw there. And I went to a very cute thrift store called Mount Dora Vintage, which was just a very small hole in the wall with 2 rooms, but everything they had there was very well curated. They had a lot of pop culture things from the 80s and the 90s, band t-shirts, and it was just a great place. You definitely have to stop there if you're in Mount Dora. Today, as you can see, I'm obviously in an antique mall, which obviously these places can be a little bit pricier than going to like a Goodwill or a thrift store, but everything you see is curated and it kind of saves you the time. You don't have to do the digging. Everything here is already just really great quality, really old. You can find antiques, you can find one-of-a-kind vintage items. So I love antique malls, and I have to say this is one of the best antique malls I've probably ever been to. I am not doing as many voiceovers in this video, so let me know if you prefer the quieter videos, or if you like my commentary. Please let me know, because I don't know what people like. I currently have a little strawberry jar just like this for sale in my eBay store, so it was really neat to see the full set. And then this stained glass piece, I'm going to send this to my friend Meg because she makes stained glass. I just thought this was so pretty and looked like something that she would make. I am always on the lookout for vintage glasses that come with the carrier. It's almost impossible to find at Goodwill, but look how expensive they are if you find the full set. I am kicking myself for not buying those 4 gold wall plaques. Those were so pretty, and I don't think they were expensive. I can't remember exactly how much they were, but I definitely should have bought those. I just sold a set of these on eBay. I had 4 or 5. They were the shorter tumblers with the handles, and I sold the set for $25. That is so cool. Oh, I want it. There's some more up there. I love them. Those are really good prices.
Around Gina.
Okay, I'm almost eating too.
I have two of these brass leaf wall hangings that I'm selling on eBay, and they have not been getting a lot of interest. And I always find these birds at Goodwill, so I was curious to see how much they were charging for those. And I wonder if they sell, if people collect those. Are Precious Moments making a comeback? I am wondering. I remember they were so collectible back in the 90s. These just reminded me of my childhood. I love Disney. I grew up watching all the cartoon movies, and these were just fun toys to see. And then this is one of the bears from the animatronic show that they have in Magic Kingdom. I don't know if it's still there, but it brought back some really great childhood memories of going to see that show with my grandmother. And then I just took this footage. It's in the bathroom. I swear nobody else was in there. But look how cool. Look at the sink that they custom built into these old suitcases. And then they use that old mattress frame on the wall. I just thought that was so neat. So I just show that. This booth had a gorgeous antique desk and dresser that I was just like fawning over. They were so beautiful. So I thrifted a bowl, or it's actually a large foot bath that has that exact same koi pattern on the inside. And I saw that they're selling theirs for $115, and I'm selling mine for $130 on eBay. So I think I'm going to need to lower my price because my bowl isn't quite as big. But it was just crazy to see something that was similar to what I've found. This was an antique mining lantern or lamp. I've never seen anything like that before. I thought that was so cool. I just love going to antique malls. You learn so much. Those little Bluebird of Happiness come from Terra Studios, which was in Arkansas, really close to the town that I grew up in. And you could go to the studio and just see like thousands of the little bluebirds, the glass bluebirds. And they made this huge art garden outside that you could just walk through, and they had the Bluebirds of Happiness everywhere. So that brought back really good memories. I just bought one of these. I paid $4. How much are they charging? $20.
She's so cute. Hey, baby. How you smile for me? Take a picture. Of course. Take a picture out. The picture of the owl first.
I just thrifted a plate that matches this bowl at Goodwill. I got mine for like $3. I almost bought that bowl. A few months ago, I found the larger glass butterfly dish that goes with this set. And I found out that they were little butterfly snacking trays made in like the 1970s. I probably should have bought those 3 small butterfly plates to go with the one that I have. But I'm running out of room. I collect like vintage glass, and I'm just running out of space to keep it all. I'm getting really tired. I think I'm gonna have to wrap this up. I used to have a set just like this. I've had so many cool vintage pieces that I got when I lived in Wisconsin, but I pretty much threw everything away when I moved down to Florida, and I'm still kicking myself for some of the things that I got rid of. Anyway, this booth had one of the most gorgeous vintage dresses I've ever seen. It was not for sale, but look at all that blue tulle, and it was just silk, like the silvery blue silk. Oh, it was such a beautiful dress. I was just drooling over it. I collect vintage glass. I love depression glass, especially the pink and bluish green colors. Everything was so delicate and just feminine looking that they made back in those days, and this booth had an amazing collection of depression glass, and I'm selling a couple of sets that are very similar to this, so it was really fun to compare my prices to theirs. Look how pretty this pink crystal ice bucket was. I have never seen anything like that before. That was just so pretty. So this vintage canister set was there a year ago when I went to this flea market or antique market. So it still hasn't sold. I think they do have it priced a little high considering that one of the pieces is cracked. But this is so fun and so mid-century, and I just love that it's pink. This was a Murano glass bowl, and it was really pretty, but I just can't believe how expensive and collectible Murano glass is, but it is very collectible. And then these button rings were such a cute idea. Somebody was selling their handmade primitive style art, and I've never seen anything like this before. I was really impressed by how, well, primitive it did look. And I almost bought this Halloween decoration. I love Halloween so much. Anyway, this is one of the best antique malls I've ever been to, so you have to go if you're in Mount Dora. I spent like $20. This beautiful Victorian home was built in the 1800s by the Donnellys, who were the first mayor of Mount Dora. So he lived here with his family, and it's registered as one of the historic places in American history, and it is now owned by the Masons, and they have regular meetings in there, as well as renting it out for events. The historic district of downtown Mount Dora, Florida, is only 2 streets, and the streets are each 2 blocks long, so it's a very small area, but it's very quaint. I love the Victorian architecture. All of the stores are locally owned mom and pop stores, so it's just really fun to walk through the streets and kind of window shop, and they have a really great food scene as well. If you are going to go for the day, I would recommend going on Saturday, as things do close early on Sunday. Well, I had a great time today, and now it's time to get home. I've got a 2-hour and 20-minute drive, so I should be getting home right before 9. I feel so bad that I couldn't bring Daisy with me today, so I can't wait to see my baby. All right, guys, this is my haul. I'm gonna go ahead and unwrap everything so you can see it, but I spent $4 on this at Mount Dora Vintage. And then I got all of this stuff for, I think like $20 at the Village Antique Mall. So I'll go ahead and unwrap it now. I forgot to mention this, in the Antique Mall, they had all these bags of jewelry for $5. And I spent a long time looking through the bags, and I ended up with these 2 bags. So I'll show you what's inside of them. Okay, so I've never heard of this. This is called Wade. It's a Wade ceramic. I guess, he made a lot of, or whoever it was, the company made all these little ceramic animals. So of course I do collect camels, so I picked that up for $2.50. And then I got this really pretty, anything that's iridescent and shiny like this, I am drawn to. This is Indiana glass. So this is just a vintage glass bowl, and it was $8. And then I unpacked all the jewelry from the 2 bags, and this is what I ended up with. I got 2 really cool vintage gold chain necklaces. I'm excited to wear these. This one has, it looks like someone added this little like beaded pendant to the end. It's costume jewelry, but it looks vintage. I really like it. I love that color. And then this is just like a beaded gold necklace. And if you can't tell, I like gold. And then this bracelet is so cool. Again, it's just costume jewelry, but it's like wood, and then it has a hinge. I've never seen a piece of jewelry like this where it comes off, like you pull this out. Sorry, I'm trying to use one hand. And yeah, it's just a little hinge with a little pin. So I really love this piece. I love chunky jewelry like this, and then it just goes back in there like that. Well, I can't do it. I'm only using one hand, but you get the idea. It's just really pretty piece. So yeah, I'm really happy with everything. I could not be happier. This was a really fun day. It's 10 o'clock. I'm ready to take a shower and go to bed. I added him up here to my little upcycled curio cabinet that I have hanging up here in my entryway. Got my new bowl on display in here, along with the other like vintage crystal and glassware that I have. All of this is from Goodwill, everything that's here. This was a very recent piece that I just got that I showed in my last video. So I like it all. It's very sparkly and shiny. And then down here is kind of like my ocean themed collected stuff. Again, this is all from Goodwill. So I like it. I like it. It's starting to get a little crowded in there, though. I might have to start, I don't know. I either need to stop collecting stuff or maybe sell some of this stuff off, but I love it.